Hello, I'm Chris Whitehead, CEO of Finsia, and I'm delighted that this year's Regulators event is here in Melbourne. By bringing together the heads of the regulators across Australia, we really create a unique event and an insight to the regulatory priorities for 2017. Greg Medcraft, Chairman of ASIC, the Australian Securities and Investment Commission, will be looking at the use of big data and the emergence of artificial intelligence to help improve the monitoring of Australia's markets.
Actually, what we're looking at is using more sophisticated and artificial intelligence to look at extracting metadata from both sort of structured data and unstructured data, and also starting to look at where we can apply machine learning to voice as an example. So very important in terms of if you think about it, if you want to act in a more focused way, in a more timely way, the opportunities from predictive data analytics are significant.
Wayne Byres, the Chairman of APRA, the Australian Prudential Regulatory Authority, will be focusing on profit in a low interest rate world, risk culture and capital ratios.
In an environment in which interest rates and investment returns are low, and may well stay that way for a while, the pressure will only grow to find ways to offset their impact. And one possible short-term fix will be to move out along the risk spectrum. If that happens surreptitiously, without direction or oversight, without compensating controls and reporting, without sufficient financial strength to deal with the risks should they come to fruition, the risk temperature can rise significantly without anyone noticing.
Deputy Governor of the Reserve Bank of Australia, Guy Debelle, will be talking about his role in the definition of a global standard for the conduct of FX markets and how that will impact in Australia.
So if it's not expressly prohibited or explicitly discouraged, then based on past history, it seems to be that things must be okay. So unless it's really outright banned, then it must be okay. That's not where we want the market to be. The more prescriptive and the more precise the code is, the less people will actually think about what they're doing. On the other hand, if it's principles-based and less prescriptive, then as I just said, market participants will actually have to think about whether their actions are consistent with the principles of the code. Now you might think that foreign exchange traders and think don't necessarily go together, but I think they have some capacity to do that.
It is clear that as technology continues to disrupt the financial services industry, Finsia members will need to embrace new behaviours. In a world of fintech and AI, it is those with deep skills, including deep interpersonal skills, that will be the ones that are most successful. The Finsia Regulators event provides a unique opportunity to hear from the heads of Australia's regulatory authorities. I would like to thank Greg Medcraft, Wayne Byres and Guy Debelle for their support of this event and of Finsia.